Ready or Not, the tactical shooter from Void Interactive. Welcome back everyone. Today we're unveiling the shadowy underbelly of Ready or Not, the tactical first-person shooter developed by Void Interactive. On the surface, it's a game about SWAT operations in the fictional city of Los Sueños, but beneath its gritty realism, horrifying missions and beautiful visuals lies a web of conspiracy theories that have captivated some fans. From MK Ultra-style mind control experiments to the mysterious United States Intelligence Agency, or USIA, and its ties to characters like Gerrard Scott and the enigmatic Mariposa Lily Organization. Today, we're peeling back the layers of this game's unsettling lore. For those unfamiliar, Ready or Not places you in the boots of Judge, the leader of D Platoon, a SWAT team tasked with tackling crime in the decaying city of Los Sueños. Released in early access in 2021, this game has built a reputation for its intense gameplay and its intricate world building. But it's the subtle details, scribbled notes, audio tapes and cryptic graffiti that have sparked a wave of speculation. Players have uncovered hints of a larger narrative, one that suggests Los Sueños is more than just a crime-ridden metropolis. It's a testing ground, a petri dish for something far sinister. At the heart of these theories are parallels to real-world conspiracies, like the CIA's infamous MK Ultra program, and a fictional agency called the USIA that seems to pull the strings from the shadows. Project MK Ultra was a real CIA program that ran from the 1950s to the 1970s, aimed at developing mind control techniques through drugs like LSD, hypnosis, and psychological manipulation. It's the stuff of Cold War legend, unethical experiments on unwitting subjects, all in the name of national security. Now, Ready or Not doesn't explicitly name drop MK Ultra, but the parallels are uncanny. Take Gerrard Scott, the antagonist of the mission A Lethal Obsession. This 77-year-old ex-USIA analyst ambushes police officers, flees to a cabin filled with conspiracy-laden scribblings, and leaves behind tapes hinting at government experiments gone wrong. In one tape, Scott rants about having his mind, soul and humanity ripped away, suggesting he was a test subject in some kind of psychological experiment. Another tape mentions Judge directly, claiming they're both part of the same cycle. Fans have latched onto this, theorising that Scott was subjected to an MK Ultra-esque program by the USIA. Documents found in-game even reference LSD-based experiments and rumours of creating incorruptible law enforcement. This probably would have been achieved through mind-controlling experiments like MK Ultra. But it's not just Scott. The game's protagonist, Judge, is suspiciously resilient. While his teammates need therapy or time off after missions, Judge remains an unflinching machine. Some theorists argue he's the end result of these experiments, a perfect, emotionless soldier conditioned by the USIA. This ties into real-world MK Ultra goals of creating programmable agents. The United States Intelligence Agency, or USIA, is Ready or Not stand-in for the CIA, and it's shrouded in mystery. We know Gerrard Scott worked there as an analyst before going off in the deep end, and evidence suggests other characters like Elaine Raskin from Carriers of the Fine mission have USIA ties too. But what's their deal? In-game files hint at USIA conducting human experiments, monitoring key figures, and possibly orchestrating events in Los Sueños. One theory suggests that this USIA is behind the city's descent into chaos, using it as a controlled environment to test their programs. Then there's the Godhead Complex. This phrase appears on Gerrard Scott's fridge, paired with a drawing that could be a building or a symbol. Some interpret it as Scott accusing the USIA of a godlike arrogance, operating above the law with unchecked power. Others think it's literal, a secret facility where these experiments take place. The term Godhead evokes divinity and control, fitting the idea of an agency playing puppet master. Another layer is the USIA's alleged monitoring. In the police station there's a hidden room fans call the therapist's office. The in-game therapist evaluates your team's mental health but never flags Judge, despite his exposure to the trauma. One theory suggests that this therapist is a USIA plant, keeping tabs on Judge to ensure he stays in line. Evidence from the Cherryessa farm mission mentions a Gamma-1 experiment with Judge under surveillance by USIA agents. This brings us to Gerrard Scott's role in all of this. Gerrard Scott is a fascinating figure. Born in 1947, he's a former USIA analyst who snaps in 2025, killing 5 Los Sueños PD officers in a calculated ambush. His cabin is a treasure trove of clues, equations and chemical formulas, and ravings about the USIA. He's clearly unhinged, but his intellect shines through. Audio tapes reveal a man grieving about his lost love, Eve, and an obsession with exposing a grand conspiracy. He claims the USIA stripped him of his humanity, and his fixation on Judge suggests a personal connection. Maybe they were both part of the same experiment. Scott's actions, like building a ricin spray device, imply he's fighting back against the system that broke him. Some fans theorise he's a rogue agent trying to teach Judge the truth, using violence to draw him out. Others see him as a tragic victim, driven mad by USIA experiments that mirror MK Ultra's use of LSD and trauma. His references to the MLO on documents add another twist. Was he working with them, against them, or just aware of their existence? Speaking of which, let's unpack the Mariposa Lily Organization. The Mariposa Lily Organization, or MLO, is a shadowy paramilitary group with a cultish vibe. Their name dropped in Gerrard's notes and tied to the USIA via leaked documents about experimental subjects in power, law enforcement, politics, and intelligence. One theory paints the MLO as a USIA creation gone rogue, an offshoot from their incorruptible law enforcement project. The Mariposa lily flower symbolises nurturing and healing, ironic for a group linked to violence, but maybe a nod to their origins as traumatised test subjects seeking redemption or revenge. Another angle suggests the MLO opposes the USIA, formed by escapees of these experiments, think Gerrard Scott's peers who survived. Documents hint at LSD-based trials in the 70s, with subjects now in high places. Could Judge be an MLO plant, or is he their target? The mission Hide and Seek at Port Horcan even features MLO-like foes, reinforcing their presence. Are they a cult worshipping an idealised America, a rebel faction, or a tool of the USIA's grand design? The ambiguity is what makes this so gripping. So what's the big picture? The conspiracy theories of Ready or Not weave a tapestry of mind control, shadowy agencies and broken minds. USIA, with its MK Ultra echoes, might be experimenting on Los Sueños' citizens, with Judge as their crowning achievement and Scott as their cautionary tale. The MLO could be the fallout, victims turned villains, or a resistance against the USIA's Godhead Complex. The game's refusal to spoon-feed answers keeps us guessing, and that's its genius. Is Judge a hero, a puppet, or something darker? Is the USIA watching us through him? Void Interactive has crafted a narrative that blurs the line between fiction and reality, tapping into our fascination with conspiracies, whether it's a commentary on power, control, or the cost of security. Ready or Not invites us to question the establishment, just like Gerrard Scott did. And that's that. I definitely haven't covered all the conspiracy theories, so if there's anything else you'd like me to touch upon, let me know. If there's something I've missed in places, please tell me as well. I've been Magic Bird. Thank you for watching.